Over 30 long years I've been spinning these gears. You want to spin gears too? Yes, I'd love to. He's so interested in the camera. He wants to be the center of attention here. That's what it is. Look at him. He's just like... he wants to be on his... He's like, Dad, what are you doing? Give it another 20 years and come back. He's vibing. He wants to be the center of attention. That's what it is. I'm gonna just let him. I'm gonna check out the Colosseum. If I remember right, they tell you that you actually can't use Shadow Pokemon though. Oh my god. No, 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 no. You're not climbing up there. Kale was the guy who was hanging out the town's entrance? Yeah, we'll talk to him. We'll go talk to him. You don't want to be on camera anymore? Is that it? You want to come over here? Okay. I'll put the camera up one more time. I wish I could run a little bit faster, but I mean, this is a decent speed. It's just such a big map, you know? Rogue Kale. That's a super high leveled Furret. If I remember right, it's a Shadow Furret, I think. Flappy getting like Thunder Wave or something mid-battle would be super cool here, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, we're gonna Shadow Rush the Rocks. I'm actually gonna set up a Reflect early here. I don't want to take too much damage. Level 33 is very high. Always just like 1 or 2 damage shy of a knockout. Yeah, Ralts. Wow, so Ralts stole the static from Flaffy, and then Flaffy hit the Ralts, and then Flaffy got paralyzed by its own static, which it gave to the Ralts. That's fucked up. So we're paralyzed. We're just gonna do the best of what we can. I am gonna Confusion the Furry because it's high level. I think I can take him. Give him his grip. I love Ralts. Yet another Pokemon that's an example of like, man, I wish I could catch a non-Johto Pokemon in this game. I did a lot of damage. How much is it doing in recoil? Not too much. I think I can hit one more Confusion, as long as it's not... As long as it's not a crit, I think I'm good. But I am confused, also. Shadow Roll, Rush, hits through on the Ralts, which is good. Fluffy's probably gonna have to get switched out a little bit here. Just gonna die to whatever comes in next. See, it probably doesn't really do much on its own. If you want Umbreon to get some XP, should I work on just like getting one of these other ones down more? Just send in vegetables. I do want Umbreon to probably stay on the team for a little while. But if I find something more that I like better, I can just switch them out. Right now, the only difference are like Croconaw, Espeon, Umbreon, Mischievous, I guess. We'll hold on to Mischievous for a bit. Because you don't want to use it. It is a pretty good Pokemon too. Like I said, the AI is pretty abysmal in this game, just because the devs didn't really know too much about Pokemon. So we can get away with like setting in a ghost type on a lot of different Pokemon because they just won't know what to do. I think they also can't detect that I have Levitate, or just like don't know what to do if I have Levitate. Something like that. I'm confused with C-Dot. For just using Helping Hand here is really good. You don't have to worry about the Ferd itself hitting us. Just have to worry about the C-Dot. The C-Dot's animation in this game are so good. Oh yeah, it's also confused, so... Ooh, critical hit on the Ferd. It's not into yellow now, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm not going to hit it anymore just because it has a recoil move and it might end up offing itself, which I don't want. Come on, chop. It's going to get one hit by a confusion, so we'll just toss a ball with the Mischievous. Probably going to want to pick up more Pokeballs soon. And confusion Machop. Just hopefully the Pokeball is like auto catch. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And Machop does. Nothing quite like a plan coming together perfectly. My Shadow Pokemon. So I think this is where we get a little bit lore about how people are getting so many Shadow Pokemon everywhere. That lying Mirror Bee came up with that fancy, tough sounding name, Shadow Pokemon, but it was no big deal. You gotta be careful too. Don't be played for a sucker. That's about all they'll give you if you win at the Colosseum. That's what it's called, a Shadow Pokemon. That Pokemon with the black aura. Yeah, we get a little bit of out of character knowledge here. There's that Final Fantasy villain. Master Nascor. Lovely Pidgey. Damn, Duking used to be like, I run this town, and Mirror Bee came in apparently and just like, he's just like, this is my town, bitch. Duking just took it. Or maybe he tried. He couldn't do anything. But giving away Shadow Pokemon on the slide to challenge winners for gathering data. The cats are fighting. The final phase of the Shadow Pokemon plan is not far off. Saber dancing until the plan succeeds. Oh, he gonna dance either way. Looks like the Colosseum has a secret. I guess we have to, and we'll probably hit up the Colosseum and maybe then call it a night. So we've been streaming for about 2 hours. It's probably good. I could play for like all night long, honestly. I love this game so much, but it is getting kind of late. It started pretty late tonight. The Colosseum is going to take a good bit. Pretty sure like we have to be able to use the Shadow Pokemon. Just Umbreon and Espeon will not cut it. So I'm sure they'll let me. We haven't missed any Shadow Pokemon yet, so I don't think any Shadow Pokemon are likely to show up in this. So we should use this for purifying, taking a little bit more off the gauges on these Pokemon. Would like to get a water type move on the Croconaw, so maybe I should put Croconaw on the front. I do want to keep Umbreon and Espeon on the front though, just for XP purposes. It's kind of hard to choose really, because otherwise we're just like switching out to get XP on Umbreon or Espeon. I do want to use Flaffy and Croconaw like we were talking about, so it would be kind of good to keep them both in the front. Flaffy, regardless if it levels up, it evolves at level 30, so if it levels up after we purify it, then it'll evolve immediately and be a pretty good Pokemon. So I think if anything we keep Croconaw on the front probably. We'll do Croconaw and Espeon in the front. Esmeralda's probably gonna overlevel past Umbreon here, because I'm sure he's... Yeah, she's not too far away. Sorry. They're both males. But yeah, we'll put Crocodile on the front. Get his gauge down more. So if I remember right, I had Surf. Surf is really, really useful in this game. Current challenge is already underway. So what do we do then? Okay. So what are we doing instead then? Should we go over here and try to get to this place? Now that we have the knowledge that some shady shit's going on over here. Door's locked. This is where we talk to Dew King, maybe? Confused. If you want to enter a battle, go to see the receptionist. He's busy. This kid's a lookout. There's nothing special behind the bookshelf. Don't even bother looking. There's a button on the side of the bookshelf. Yeah, I guess I'll probably press it. Good looking out, kid. Dude, if I had a secret base like this when I was a kid, just imagine. Just imagine. I would be in here 24/7. What are these? Are these fizzy sodas? Or are they potions? Kind of look like potions. We gotta somehow snag them for these criminals. I love how it capitalized snag. Even though they're not like specifically talking about like the snag machine or anything. I don't think. Yeah, your little brother is the lookout. Wants to play house. Papa's friend on Marcia, pleased to meet you. Talking about something that's quite important. Okay, so they're not going to let me interrupt their meeting. It was good to know that they're there. Oh, stuff's going on. How much more are you going to take from Mirror Bobo and his stooges? I almost said hostages. I thought it said hostages for some reason. They're using you and the Colosseum. Suck the spirit right out of you. Yeah, seems like it. For such a big motherfucker. He's kind of a pussy. It did seem pretty angry. Okay, yeah, you're always busy, huh? You're always busy. I didn't see where Homeboy went. Maybe to the Colosseum? Oh shit. What the fuck? Silva? Isn't he that dude that was just pissed off? Oh no, for 30 long years he's been spinning those gears. What the fuck? Colosseum's gonna be without power. That makes sense. So we got pissed and beat the fuck out of these guys, and maybe he didn't beat the fuck out of them. Maybe just pushed him on the ground because he said the only thing bruised is his pride. I mean, pretty good motive. He just asked me for a favor. I guess I'll hear him out. If the Colosseum loses power, the whole town suffers. That's probably accurate considering how much of like a shit show the town looks like. We'll go find that gear. In fact, I believe I know exactly where the gear is. If only I know. That guy was just on the ground. Oh yes, maybe he went in and Pokemon battled them to submission. That is another option. If I remember right. Kinda just ditches the gear over here. Some fresh shiny gear. Dude, imagine being a kid, right? In the year that this came out, which I think was like 2006 for the GameCube, we didn't have like smartphones like we did back then, and just like trying to find out like little information like that without being able to look it up, unless you like your parents were like super nice and like bought you a guidebook, like a lot of kids' parents did, I guess maybe. I know I didn't have one, but I searched everywhere for that gear for a long ass time. I eventually found it, but like at the same time, it also kind of just like looks like it belongs there. I'm pretty sure there's another like half broken gear over there somewhere, but it's just kind of just like sitting there. Okay, I'm not supposed to bring it to the Colosseum. I'm supposed to bring it to the gear guy. It did shine a little bit though, so I guess it's a little bit easier to see. So this is an outrage. Is this a co-op game? Nah, unfortunately. You have your little person following you around, but like I wouldn't, like back in the day with a GameCube. First off, obviously you don't have like Wi-Fi compatibility, but if you had plugged in like a second GameCube controller, you wouldn't be able to play around as two people. It would be a cool little thing, because like they have double battles, but there was an extension to the GameCube where you could connect in a Game Boy game, where you could connect your Game Boy to the GameCube and like trade Pokemon back and forth. So in a few situations, I guess you can like connect like your Pokemon Ruby or Pokemon Sapphire to this game and battle your in-game team in this game and your in-game team in the other game. But the other games are also more geared towards single battles, so you're already at a disadvantage because you're building your team in this game for double battles, but you're building your team in the other game for single battles. But you have to battle on either single battle or double battle, so somebody's going to be at a disadvantage. That's the only co-op that really is in this game. You can trade and you can battle between them, but you had to have like a special like connection thing for your GameCube. You like slotted it in on the bottom of the GameCube. Everyone's wanted to ask me favors. I'm a man of courage and honor, he said. He doesn't know my backstory. Enter the next Colosseum battle. Okay, so I am supposed to do the Colosseum. It was just a little bit after what I imagined. I haven't battled at all, so it should be good. Yeah, dude, I wish this was a co-op game. Even if it was, I don't think it would be pretty hard to set it up on like a computer for multiple people to play together. Oh, I just straight up left, didn't I? Okay. Cool. Let's get in there. Enter. Yes. I guess it just used all my Pokemon, huh? I thought I had to connect like only like 2 or 3 Pokemon for some reason. This is my favorite part of the game. This is so sick. This is so cool. Fair will be fun though, yeah. Would be super cool. There's only like one co-op Pokemon game. It's Pokemon Let's Go, which is fun, but like it's kind of hard to do co-op in Pokemon well. Damn, Pokemon are just like level 30 here, huh? What? Yeah, Espeon's still 28 though. Or 27. I guess this is good XP though. I can just like switch around. Crocodile should be getting new moves soon. Hopefully it's Surf. We're gonna double up on the left side. Just gonna hope that kills. It'll be close, I think. Let's see what the Shadow Rush does. Nice. Okay. Cool. I think this guy only had 2 Pokemon too. This also uses the Gen 3 double battle mechanics, which is really interesting. So if for example one of my opponent's Pokemon is going to get murked on a certain turn, they'll send in their next Pokemon on that same turn. So like if I killed a Pokemon on the left side, his next Pokemon would come in before my second Pokemon would attack, and I'd still be able to attack that next Pokemon that had just come in. Whereas like in newer games, it waits until like the end of the turn and then the Pokemon comes in. Just woke up from a nap. Looks like you're in the early game. How you doing tonight, Pork? I just started. Started about 2 hours ago. Just fresh save file. I'm doing great. Having fun. I've caught all of the Shadow Pokemon so far. My plan is to catch all of them. I'm not gonna bother about purifying every single Pokemon in this game, though. This isn't my first playthrough, though. I've definitely played all of this game a few times, but it's always fun to play. Yeah, I'll just never forget how hooking this up on my GameCube as a kid, and just seeing the cool graphics, the pan over of the whole Colosseum. Something about it always just felt so cool as a kid. It still feels really cool now. The graphics are still awesome. Should not be seeing any shadow footage on this. Crocodile hopefully gets Surf here. I don't remember if Surf actually hits. Oh, he gets Bite. It's actually better specifically for the situation I'm in. So maybe I should have been on the wind type. I don't think it would have killed them. So its hidden power is fighting or something? If you ever do a run of XD, I'd highly suggest doing a run of the mod called XG. If you run this game again, I'd try out Grand Calls. Really changes up the game, makes it feel a lot harder. I definitely actually was talking about earlier, my plans are finish through this playthrough, then finish all of XD. I want to play through XD afterwards. And then I already have XG loaded up, the modded version. It's really fun. I've played through about half of it before, and then I fell out of playing it, so playing it on stream is definitely going to give me that motivation to finish it, I think. And it's super fun. I love the modded form. I've never heard of Grand Colosseum though. I want to play Grand Colosseum. If it's anything like XG, I'd love to check it out. Maybe maybe after I do XD, I'll do Grand Colosseum, then XD. Grand Colosseum is worth trying. If I remember right, I had some crashing problems with XG when I first tried it, but I think I ended up fixing it somehow. I'm not sure.
Some crashing problems with XG.
In the semifinals? Which means only 2 more battles, so 4 total, right?
Which means only 2 more battles, so 4 total, right?
Trying to score an awesome Pokemon, aren't you?
Trying to score an awesome Pokemon.
Would be cool. I guess Surf is gonna be the final move on the Crocodile. Yeah, dude. If Grand Colosseum is harder than Colosseum. Colosseum is it's an easy game if you know what you're doing. But on the first playthrough, it's actually kind of difficult.
Colosseum is it's an easy game if you know what you're doing. But on the first playthrough, it's
if it adds a bunch of new Pokemon like XG did. I've been complaining a little bit about how we only get access to the Johto Pokemon in this game, really.
I've been complaining.
I didn't play through Grand super far, but XG was extremely satisfying. Yeah. I recall I got up to the Gorgon fight in XG, which was really fun because he has a pretty broken team. It's super fun to play against. Crocodile's gonna be pretty much ready to purify after this. I don't remember if we get to the purify location very soon after this section or not, but I guess we'll see. Almost looked like they lagged out a little bit when he used quick attack there. Still some tripping.
Almost looked like they lagged out.
363 XP. Vulpix, adorable. So wish that was a shadow Pokemon I could get. So many Pokemon that I'm like, God, I wish, like, I know it's not Moral 2, but I could just, like, snag their Pokemon, you know?
So many Pokemon, I'm like, God, I wish.
Having
I know it's not Moral 2, I could just like snag it.
We're just gonna keep double targeting. Got to the final area next year, but never actually got around to beating it. Yeah, basically my experience. I can't even remember. Cool thing is that I don't remember most of what happens. Beaver Pitch, so we are gonna get to Surf after this. Absorb on the Crocodile. I kind of didn't even think about the fact that I'm like sitting here in front of a grass type. I haven't really been paying attention to this battle too much. Whoa. I mean, I guess fuck it, he's not really attacking the Crocodile. Whoa, it'd be really clutch if, I'm gonna go on the Cacnea and kind of hope that the call gets me Surf here. Should get me Surf. And the Confusion should probably be a 2-shot. Or a crit! Perfect. That XP? Ember. Much beyond the Crocodile. Brutal. Yeah, the Colosseums here are going to be really good for purifying Pokemon. I guess I could try to actually purify all my Pokemon, but it's more of just like a grind thing than like an actual like story progression thing, whereas in XD you kind of need to purify a bunch of Pokemon to get things going. Cannot burn a fire type, unfortunately. I guess we're going to find out here if Surf hits all Pokemon or if it's just the opponent's Pokemon. I'd like for it to be just the opponent's Pokemon. Looks like Espeon didn't get hit. I mean, I'm already handling Shadow Pokemon. He just doesn't realize. Don't know why I thought that was the final for some reason. Master Mirror B come calling for your services if I beat him. I don't think he's gonna want my services. Just imagine if I could get a Shadow Bagon. XD though, you get Salamence. I think like late in the game, but you get it. I want that. Oh, he's got a whole bunch of Pokemon. Surf is not doing anything against this board, but... we'll double it. Okay, so you're about to see what I was talking about earlier. So I've killed the Bagon. Now the next Pokemon's gonna come in and get hit by the Shadow Rush because I double targeted. I know it's actually really bad for me right here. Because you can hit the Crocodile super effectively. I can't really do anything with what I have out right now. Oh, I guess Shadow Rush is a 2-shot, so we'll stick around. I feel like a Thunder Shock is probably the worst he's gonna have, and it's probably not gonna kill me. Just barely missing the 2-shot on the Golden. Confusion could be like super clutch. Just saving time. Magmite did not get a hit off. It's really good. Oh yeah, Espeon got like 2 full levels out of this, I think. Dude, I was really expecting the Delibird to be a shadow for a second. I know I kept saying earlier that there aren't any shadows, but... Okay, so we're gonna Surf and hit the Delibird and the Goldeen for like some chip damage, and hopefully that should be enough with the Confusion to kill it. Crit. Okay. So now the Surf damage was going to be split up between the 2 opponent Pokemon, but now it's just going to be full on the Delibird, which is perfect because it's a higher level. We're gonna want that. Is Present going to heal me or do damage here? Let's find out. Felt damage. I don't know what the odds are, but I think it's like a 50-50. So I feel pretty comfortable just staying here and here because I think in this game, Present is like one of the only moves you can learn. It's probably all it's going to use, and we're just going to kill it here. So easy. I think I got like 2 crits. Like I said earlier, I got that main character energy. Just too strong. Oh yeah, she didn't come with me, so there weren't going to be any shadow Pokemon, that's right. Yeah, 50/50 sounded right to me. Good bit of money, and I think that's TM for Toxic. I remember using like the first time I played through this game. Yeah, Toxic, it's okay. It's not going to show me the accuracy just unless I do this. So let's take a look at it. I think it's like 90 in this game. Just an 85, which is even less worth it. I don't really want to learn Toxic, it's the whole reason I have Flaffy. It's for status. Umbreon would be the one to teach it to though, for sure.